Having a first aid kit, I think, is absolutely essential if you're working out in the woods. Being stocked with the things that are personally needed for your first aid. You can do that by a simple risk assessment of what could actually happen in your woods or elsewhere. So what we're going to look at here is a standard first aid kit, one that you would buy off the shelf, but also looking at a few additions for the use of outdoor first aid. So starting off with the essentials of first aid, which for me would really be our personal protection, so our gloves, and a good pair of shears, a pair of tough cut shears, or sometimes called paramedic shears. This is to remove clothing so I can get full access to the injury and deal with it far more effectively. And they're, for me, two of the most important things that we should have in a first aid kit. A very simple standard first aid dressing. There is actually a size up from this, just a little bit bigger. So if you felt that was necessary, I would add that to your first aid kit. Of course, an assortment of plasters, which would be absolutely essential for any first aid kit, but in particular for outdoor use. Alcohol-free wipes if we haven't got access to water, very useful. It is important that they're alcohol-free because there are some people that will have issues with that. The trauma bandage, we've got the 4-inch version, we've got the 6-inch version as well. Vacuum sealed, so it's a little bit smaller than what we see unwrapped here, so it can neatly squeeze into that smaller first aid kit. Burns dressings are only really needed if we haven't got immediate access to water. Ideal if we've got campfires that are going on. This has a very cool gel solution, and you can see here a pad, and the gel solution can be poured over the burn itself and then the pad placed on top, and then ideally wrapped around with some other bandage just to hold that in place. But personally, I would still recommend that nice cold water, lots of it, for 10 minutes is the recommended time. It's usually a little bit better than these, but these are very useful. Another addition to the kit is your simple tick removers, 2 sizes there, just basically for 2 different sizes of tick. Get placed underneath the tick, and it's a very twist and up and out action. Essential for all outdoor first aid kits that we would use. Duct tape, from personal experience, I've found duct tape to be far more useful than our normal medical tape. Comes in all sorts of colours. Strong, different sizes available. I just find this sort of roughly 1-inch width duct tape very useful. It's not actually practical to have that size roll of duct tape in your first aid kit, so I would recommend that keeping a pencil or a pen in the first aid kit is very useful to write down notes of your casualty, the history gathering, and maybe a metre or 2 of that duct tape around the top of the pen. So we've got the pen, we've got our duct tape as well, and 2 metres is usually sufficient to deal with things. In a package here we've got the triangular bandage, so a big triangular bandage which is typically used for putting arms into slings, another standard part of a first aid kit. And here we've just got just a simple example of, personally what I do prefer is a nice high-vis first aid kits. Most first aid kits will come in green, which is not really that appropriate for the outdoor use. You can pick up fairly cheap bags that you can make your own kit and put that together, which I strongly recommend. Finally, this is the purpose-built combat application tourniquet. To apply a tourniquet, you should really do a 2-hour specialist course to apply one of these, but these are available in the market. Please be cautious, there are copies on the market for about £6.95, and allegedly the bars will bend and sometimes snap, not doing its job. There are different sizes of kits obviously available on the market, so I personally would recommend a nice little first response pouch that's on your person at all times, and then maybe a slightly bigger bag with stocks of more first aid bits and pieces that could be kept in the vehicle or a hut or whatever you have access to. Just having a little recce of your woodland of where do I get mobile phone signal, where could the ambulance service gain access would be really important things to do.